I know it's hard to make the transition from using restraints and intervening in a physical way to not doing it. It's not easy. And we decided that as an agency, we were going to try and go restraint-free. And we were scared. Staff were saying, well, how am I going to be protected? I don't know if this is going to be okay. So what we did was, first of all, we took the restraints out of the behavior plans, right? Said, okay, this is for emergency use only. Yeah, if somebody's running into the road, into traffic, you stop them. But we're not having it as part of our actual procedures. So we took them all out. And then when there was a restraint, we would have a meeting, and everybody involved in that situation would put our heads together, including whoever was the person doing the restraint, everybody, and we'd meet and we'd analyze every single piece of what happened and kind of where it all went south. And those meetings would take a couple of hours. We found out several things. Number one, basically things turned bad when the power struggle started. When there was, the staff said, no, I told them they can't do that. Stop that right now. Don't do that. When all of a sudden there's that back and forth, you won't do this, you better not do that. And that person just wants to rebel or whatever. They're triggered oftentimes. So number one, we saw that there was a power struggle that had occurred somewhere. Number two, we saw often that that person was triggered, that they had this frantic look, that there was some kind of trauma response going on. And number three, we found that those meetings were so horrible that the staff started just kind of backing off and not putting their hands on people because they didn't want to go to one of those meetings. Because we just analyzed every aspect of what went on. And we all looked at ourselves and said, oh, we shouldn't have set up that situation. Oh, we know this triggers this guy. We shouldn't have done that. Or, ooh, you were real demanding, and that's really not what was needed there. And we were able to get rid of restraints. And we worked with some really challenging folks who had failed in other settings, folks who were from the institution, a couple people who had been incarcerated and came to us. But we got rid of the restraints. And as a result of that, we learned to be much more proactive. We learned to work things out with people and really focused on getting rid of the power struggle.